Stars are whispering tales of old, planets spinning, stories bold. Life is dancing through the night, countless worlds in the starlight. Galaxies full of mystery, infinite in their history. Beyond our dreams and our sights, life blooms in the cosmic lights, dancing on the edge of space. Take me away, feeling the universal grace. In the dark our hearts ignite, life across the endless night. Nebulas with colors bright, birth new wonders in the light. Comets trail their sparkling tears, life endures through the years. In the silence of the void, every heartbeat is enjoyed. From the depths and to the heights, life expands through cosmic night. Dancing on the edge of space, and off we go, feeling the universal grace. In the dark our hearts ignite, life across the endless night. Dancing on the edge of space, and off we go, feeling the universal grace. In the dark our hearts ignite, life across the endless night.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome. It's been a while, has it? Or they say it's been a minute since we've been streaming. I just wanted to make sure that everything was up and running as it should. Should be anyway. I'll tell you a little bit about what's going on with the Sonoran telescope. We had a computer failure. It was kind of catastrophic. And it managed to cause our systems to stop responding. It's caused the telescope not to connect. And I had to literally have Tara Diulis, 1/3 of our Happy Triumvirate in the SkyTerra livestream group, go out to the desert in 109 degree heat. Actually, it was higher than that. I think it was 111. But she went out and took the computer out of there, and she brought it to a repair place. And oh, great! I thought this is going to be a terrible thing. It's probably not going to come back. It's probably going to be destroyed. But it's okay because it said the guy said that he was able to replace the power supply, which I bought and sent out to him, and he cleaned it. He's also a friend of Skyter Livestream. His name is Jim Mann, and he lives in Wickenburg, Arizona. And he's right near the observatory, relatively speaking, about 45 minutes away if you go 150 miles an hour. But the nice thing was he was able to get it all running, and so we brought it back into the observatory, got it in, and as you can see, it appears to be working. But you'll notice there's some stalling out that occurs when we look at the times here on this. You see how it's stuck on 11 right now? And that may just jump right now. See, right now, it happens. See, now it just jumps to 24. So it loses connection briefly and then comes back. And that's an open help ticket I have with the company that makes the software that we're using to access our telescope. So we've got that going on. But the bottom line is I had it running and it was up all day long without any issues at all. So I figured I will give this a shot and see what we can do. This is Antares, and Antares is looking beautiful, obviously. And so what I'm trying to do now is just bring it up. Let me try and get this to work here. You're joining us, for the back in action kind of mystery tour of the telescope. So we'll see if it actually performs and works as well as it has in the past. We're actually making some seriously different changes to the telescope. We're going to be replacing the computer system here very soon, and that's something that I think is really important, because we don't have the computer running the way it should. Fantasy says, maybe they could use you for the future Venusian missions now that you've got experience dealing with hot environment power supplies. Yeah, one of the things I learned was how quickly a rating of watts on a power supply is reduced by heat. I had a 600 watt power supply in there last time, and I've upped it to 850. Now, the 600 in the extreme heat was being reduced to like 400 watts, maybe a little bit less, plus or minus. And that problem caused us to see all manner of issues, because we started losing power to vital systems, and so it would go down. And so by putting an 850 in on hot nights and hot times, we might actually get 600 out of it, 650 on really, really hot days and nights. So that works for me. I'm okay with that. I did message Daryl earlier asking if he wanted to join, and he hasn't responded. So we're gonna carry on here. So we're doing 1 second exposures here of Antares. The halo, remember, this is the wide field system. And what's going on out in Benson, you can see here, this is the Benson camera right now. Let me move it a little higher into the view here. The Benson camera is trained on the entrance road coming in, and if we look up in the sky here, it is a pan tilt. You can see that we've got some serious clouds. The only lights we have at all are down there. Now that's the west. All right, so the sun is actually not quite fully set yet. I mean, it's set, but it's still, you have this glow. All right, so that's not light pollution. Only those lights you see are light pollution, but they're not very much at all. So Benson is up and running beautifully, but I can't use it because it's cloudy, so that kind of stinks. So we'll leave it behind for now. What I would like to do, though, is explore some of the past things that we've looked at before. And we have the beautiful summer Milky Way here. So what I want to do is I want to take us to some objects here. Now, I'm going to move up to this guy right here. This is a dark nebula, and I'm going to see if we can go check it out. So we're going to head up there. All right. There goes the telescope, moving like it should. By the way, none of this stuff was working the other day. None of it at all. And I had to reinstall all kinds of things. I actually took the PC out there from Windows 10 to Windows 11. And I'm actually more comfortable with Windows 11, so it seems to be working better right now. Okay. I also got a new microphone boom here, so hopefully you can hear me better, because I did not like how the other was working out. Okay, so right now, I want to see if we can just tweak our view a little bit and move over a tiny bit here. Okay. Okay. All right. And I think the target we want to see is right here. So I'll just pop us up a little bit here. There we go. All right. Now I don't know how well it's going to show up yet, guys, because it's not fully dark yet. But why not, right? Let's try it out. I focused earlier, so we should be good for a little while anyway. So we're going to make let's do 20 seconds on this and see how that goes. Waiting for it to come in. Yeah, see, we're getting a few data dropouts. Yeah, we're still waiting here. Notice the 37. Okay, now what's going on? Yeah, I can't help that. That's the realm of the folks that do the software that allows us access. You know, and right now I'm seeing that I'm not able to do this. So what's going on? Or maybe. Great. I don't know. All right. Well, we're just gonna try and figure it out. I didn't have any problem earlier. Let's try this again. Yeah, this is not going to help me. Everything else is working. It's still attached. Still attached, so that's kind of weird. All right. Well, anyway, let me try one other thing. Let me make sure I can get into anything here. Let's go into the camera and let's turn off the camera and turn it on. I don't know why it had an issue. But like I said, you're testing with me. Alright, let's turn it back on now. 50 milliseconds. And we're going to do 20. Why won't it let me do this? Nice. Okay, well, let me test something else, actually. Yeah, it's working. Let's get rid of this. And let's grab this guy. Do a 1 second shot here. Alright. We are guiding. Yeah. Yeah, this coloration, that's all due to, oh, that might be another problem. Let me just check one other thing while I'm here. Oh, well, that's a problem too. The cooler was off. I don't want that. I want the cooler on. Yeah, this, like I said, just gotta bear with us while we're trying to figure this out. I'm not at all happy with the performance thus far. Alright, Starlink is working. Alright, let's now come back up here. It allows me to go down. So why is it not letting me type in? Oh, now it's working. Okay. And that's good. 20 seconds. Let's have it go. We're guiding. Oh, wait. I see another problem. We have to go to 16. So it's going to blank out the screen and bring it back. That's why it did what it did. Alright. Okay, RAW 16 is what it should be. It's bright because it did the exposure for 20 seconds and it's really, really bright. So that's too bright. So I'm going to pull it down. I got to get back to RAW 16. Why did it not allow me? That's better. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Now we are doing the proper bit depth here for our selection. 20 seconds. It's almost done. Let's see if we can do a live stack in here and get this. Kill that. Why didn't a live stack come up? Okay. Let's see what happens. Okay, so 4 seconds away. Well, now I'm saying that the telescope is disconnected again. Let's wait it out and see. You know, I figured if I was going to test it tonight, I might as well have you guys with me and do this, right? Okay, so now that we're blanked out, telescope shows offline, then it's online. Yeah, this is the fault of the remote access company. Something happened here. So now I gotta just wait for us to reattach. Meanwhile, I'll just say hi to everybody. Sally Forth was number 1. Nice job. Carl Becker's with us. And High Speed Low Drag. Haven't seen you in a while, man. How you doing? Hein Sherry's with us. Nice to see you, Hein. Daisy and Zoe. Tim F. Stuffy's with us. Kevin O'Neill. And Fantasy. And okay, so here we are. We're seemingly back. But I have to actually get this thing. Yeah, let me just do this. You can see some weird stuff right now. In just a second. Alright, let's do already disconnected again. Okay, well, this is where we are. And it says we disconnected again. This is just so special. It was all day, it was fine. And then suddenly tonight, boom, not. Okay. It is what it is. So I have to reconnect. Hopefully it'll come back fast. Yeah, but it doesn't show up. I have to reset it over here in the broadcast view. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, here comes a fun screen. And then we're gonna do this guy. All right. Let's see how far we get. Okay, I color corrected, and I'm going to zoom in on our curve down here. Sometimes it works perfectly, like it always has. Then other times it just goes crazy. So now let's do this. There we go. Look at that beautiful scene. Look at all the stars. Look at that dark clouds in there. At least we're getting something. You know? Oh, that's beautiful. And the crisscrosses kind of look like a fancy painting, don't they? Kind of neat. We got 9 frames stacked because the telescope is working fine. It's the connection that's having issues. Because look, we have 10 frames stacked already. Okay, I'm gonna change this now. This is the Dark Horse region. Right, there we are. Dark Horse region. No, that's not how you spell region. Good. Yeah, see, the wide field system is just beautiful for certain things. Let's see how much more is in here if we can do this. Yeah, see how much more stuff is in here? Everything you see that's dark in there, that is dust created by supernovae. And that dust is what made us, what we are. You know, here's 12. I'm going to save at 12 here. Here it is, and save exactly as seen. I don't think our annotation system knows this region, but let's see if it does. Yeah, no deep sky objects that you can recognize. Alright, that's good. Okay, so now we can do a little bit of this. Let's take this, move this in a little more to kind of heighten any of the detail. There you go. Look at that. That's nice. Yeah, and this is our curve here. And this is our black level. So we want to move this black level just a little bit to the right. If it'll let me. It should let me. Yeah, okay, here we go. A little bit more. Just sharpen. There you go. Look at that. That is really just a beautiful scene there. Gotta love this. This is the region, I talked about it earlier. It's a region in the Milky Way right up here. This is called the Dark Horse Nebula region. And that's really something else. It's really pretty. You know? Yeah. So we got 16 shots we've taken so far. And let's see if we can... Uh-oh. Yeah, well, it just disconnected and reconnected. But you'd never know it. It looks like it's doing its thing. It is. Wow. I'm just going to wait it out every time it does that. Okay, we're good. So now we have 18 frames stacked here. So I'm going to save it one more time here. Save exactly as seen. Notice how the satellite trails are getting fainter as we get more exposures. That's because they only exist for one exposure, just one. And so when there's rest of the data, like a dark nebula that comes in, it starts overlaying that part. And that's what we see. It starts overlaying it. And that is very helpful to us because it means that we'll have all those subdued over time. We'll have those trails subdued over time. Hey, Robert Thallium, how you doing? From Scottsdale, Arizona. No, Snobsdale. That's funny. I was out there just a couple weeks ago. Fisher Ferreira, how you doing? Good to see you. This is the first time we've been able to use the Sonoran telescope in, gosh, probably a month or so, maybe more. maybe 2 months. But we're actually trying to troubleshoot it tonight, and I'm taking you with me. Okay, so let's see. Now we'll save it, which I just did, and then we'll save it exactly as seen. So that's going to give you this image right here. Alright, so this is a beautiful region of dark nebula. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to another site that's really pretty and has a lot more color in it. Alright, so we're going to come out of our our live stack here. Okay. And we're going to go back to our 1 second low light mode. Oh man, this is acting really poorly. I don't like this. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now we can go into our 1 second mode, which is a low light mode. Okay, and then go here and bring it up. It's not doing that again, is it? We're still at 16, aren't we? Should be. It looks like we are. Yeah, we're raw 16. That's good. Okay. I may have tweaked something. Alright. Oh, okay. Interesting. Alright. So, I think I also have to flip this horizontal. I think that data has to get put in again. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to go to something that I know. And we're going to try and see. Let's go here. And move on. You'll watch the telescope move a little bit here. Well, once it comes back. Yeah, so it'll be in here now. There it is.
Just passed through Meridian.
Oh, just passed through Meridian. Yes, I know. I just made it go through the Meridian. Unlike the Benson telescope, the actual size of the Benson field is really interesting because it's literally like this. It's so much smaller. This is still 1.5 degrees by 1 degree in size. Let me do something here. One more thing. Yeah, this is what I want to do. This, I think, might be in need of change. But, of course, it's freezing every few seconds, and that's really, really maddening. But tonight's to test the telescope, make sure that the telescope systems are operational, and they are. But let's see now. Boy, oh boy. Oh. Okay. So now I realize what just happened. All right. Okay, let's see what that does. Okay, I am going to let's drop this down if it'll come down. Wow. Well, I'm sorry guys for doing this to us. I was hoping for a better outcome. How could it work all day long with no problem, then suddenly at night it's not working anymore? Yeah. Okay. Well, here's what we'll do. We're going to try and do another. Let's get rid of this. We don't need it. Now let's try and do this again, and we're going to do a 25-second shot. Okay, good. That came in. And it should start momentarily if it's not already halfway through the exposure already. Here it comes. So let's get out of low light mode, go into deep sky mode. And this is the previous image we shot, and it'll overlay the other one. So that's the previous image, and the new one will replace it. Meanwhile, I'm going to look for some things while we're doing this, if I am allowed to, I should say. Color correct. Move all the curves under each other. There we go. That's beautiful. Let's see all the nebula around here. I want to keep this a little up above so you can see down here. This is the Trifid Nebula. About 6,000 light years away. I think you saw me write up on it on Facebook. It's really, really a beautiful nebula. Hey Goblin, how you doing? Sam S, how you doing? Kathy Prinisek, how are you? I think maybe she's back by now. C&D, what's happening up in Canada? Yeah, and so we're still cranking. We're going to keep going as best we can. All right. And let's try to adjust our settings. Tiffany, hi Tiffany. Okay. Once again, it has decided to stop functioning. Got to bring it back. Yeah. I was considering going to TeamViewer, but unfortunately it's $50 a month, which is just too much. Okay, so now let's go here and and we'll come back to this. Okay. Okay, 5 so far, 5 exposures, still going. And we're kind of overexposed right now, so I gotta see if I can have this allow me to move things. Yeah. Now, if you compare this image to the one that I put on Facebook, you'll actually see much more detail in here. Now, yes, we can just zoom in under normal circumstances like this, but you can see how the detail gets softened because we're spreading very delicate detail across fewer and fewer pixels. As we zoom in, we see how that worked out. So this is meant to be more of a distant, wide field system, and that's beautiful. It's just fantastic. Hey, Michael Hedrick's with us. Hey, Mike. Yeah, so Alright, and now if I say Messier 20, the Trifid Nebula here. Okay. Oh yeah. I have been... You can't imagine how many times I've been after this company that was screwing up our connection. Excuse me. Yeah. Yes, it's very possible to get sunburned through clouds. Because the ultraviolet can squeak through. Okay. All right. Now let's see. We are still doing our thing. Why is this doing that? That's what I want right there. Okay. And we'll save image with annotations. And then we'll save it. Actually, let me kill this. It won't be in the final image anyway, but just to be clear. Okay, save it. Save exactly as seen. Look, now it's working fine. Hi Judy M, how are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, this is the Trifid Nebula. Lagoon is just south down there a little bit. But I want to see if we can look at a few other things. Tonight was a test, as I've been mentioning. It's a test of the system back in action kind of a thing. And we're finding a few quirks. And as I said earlier, I had to completely install all new drivers, all new software to get the telescope to even communicate with the computer. I even had to update to Windows 11 for the operating system, but that was okay. I was fine with that. It was kind of important to do. And I've noticed that there's fewer glitches. You remember the telescope kind of running away sometimes, or just go zzz, okay? Since I installed, I have yet to see that. It may still happen, but I have yet to see it. Okay, 15 we've got here. I'm going to save it again. Okay, and we're sort of... There we are. Save exactly as seen. Okay. There's 16 frames right here. You can see it right there. Remember, now I have multiple monitors. Now I've got the curved monitor over here, and then I got the flat panel here, which is the broadcast stuff. So there's the broadcast screen, but this screen is the main observatory feed. So that's what I'm looking at, which I think you're noticing me looking over here when I should be looking over here, because that's where you guys are looking up there. But I'm seeing the same thing, just from a little different perspective. Okay, now I can fix that though. All I have to do is this. Maybe like that. Okay, so now when I look there, I'm looking, kind of there. All right. All right, and we're still going 18 images so far. Save it again. Save it exactly as seen. All right. So there's the Trifid, and in the wide field, remember how it looks? It's really much smaller. But nice thing is, let's see if we can take advantage of the fact that we're working well right now. If we do a little of this and then a little of this, we ride up to the beginning of the, well, at least I could until it stopped responding. There we go. Right up to the beginning of the curve. Okay. There we are. Now you can see it looks much. Well, come on, stop. There we are. That's too much. That's not. That looks really nice. All this red is diffuse hydrogen emission in the nebula. So there's, again, hydrogen's the most populous atom in the entire universe. Okay, it's a single proton and a single electron. You can't get any simpler than that. And so what we're looking at is this hydrogen getting ionized by bright hot stars in the region. Now, the stars in here are not ionizing everything out here potentially. There's other hot stars. I mean, this little tiny star right there to us, that little tiny star, that could actually be responsible for ionizing a lot of this, for instance. And there might be a star down here buried in the darkness that's causing this gas to be ionized. There's no sure source of ionization when we see it like this. Okay. Alright, so here's 22. We'll save it the last time. And then save it again exactly. Alright. And it's done. So now we can come out of our stack and go back to our 1 second low light mode. At least when it allows us to. Yep. Says I've lost connection again. Fantastic. You have to understand how maddening this is to me. I don't want you guys to be stuck watching a stream that doesn't seem to happen. Alright, so I'll keep trying. Okay, here we go. Alright, we're back, and I gotta get you. I'll show you in a minute. It's not there for you yet. Okay. Now I have to bring up that screen again. Yeehaw, lucky me. Okay, and now we'll do this again. Alright. So there. Alright. And I gotta change that. I want to fix that issue. Let's try this. How dare I try something? Disconnected again. Wow. This went from being totally, completely reliable to now being unreliable. Donald Kunzer says, Mark, there are some dark patches that look like tree branches. Yes, that's correct. And those are actually giant, light years long, dark clouds of dust. Alright, here we go again. Alright, yeah, there's the favorite one. Alright. And let's see if I can. Okay, that's a little better. I will do that one for now, unless I can change this one. Why would it let me? Okay. Let's just go see how much further we can get. Let's see. Alright. Okay, what's going on here? Why is it doing that? Okay. Like I said, we're testing, so you can join me for that. What I don't understand is why I can't now scroll up anymore. Ay, ay, ay. It's like, what's going on? Is that a shift state problem? Let's find out. Oh man, this is just crazy. I'm out of my wits end here. Why won't this stop now? Wow. Okay. I must have hit a key and not realized it. And now I'm disconnected again. Wow. Alright, it was a good idea, but it's not quite ready for prime time again yet. So I'm going to have to end the stream because this is not working. And there we go, and so we lost it again. I have to wait for the company to resolve this. I can't. Like I said, it didn't do this all day long. And then all of a sudden now it does. Fantasy, I did reapply thermal paste actually. That was one of the first things because the stuff in the heat can get dry and brittle. So we did replace the thermal paste. That was very important to do. But thank you, that's a great suggestion. Yeah, I'm still trying to reconnect here. So look, enjoy the blackness of space. See, here it is. Space. The final black. Yeah. Alright, well, obviously this is not going to go much further. I was hoping to go further, but okay, now it says I'm authenticating. What does that mean? It means it's here again. But what the heck? Wow. Yeah, and Stellarium is doing something crazy that's never done. Oh, yeah. Alright, guys, well, so I just got disconnected again. Okay, the heck with it. Anyway, sorry, guys, for the false start here. I need to regroup with this thing and figure out Robertalium, liquid nitrogen cooling. Yeah. If I could afford liquid nitrogen, you know it. All right, guys. Well, I'm sorry, but hopefully we can regroup in another day or two once I figure this out. All right. I'm actually working on a mini computer behind me to replace this one out there, if that's the problem. But I think it's the connection software. Although Benson is fine, works just fine. So I'm not sure what's going on. Anyway, you guys, thank you for joining me for this. You got to see a test firsthand. I would normally do this without anybody, but I figured why not? Maybe if we can get a couple things, that'd be kind of cool. So we got a couple things. We got the Dark Horse Nebula, and we got the Trifid Nebula. I was hoping to go for a few other really cool things, but it just wasn't in the cards, you know. So, and I don't understand why it's doing what it's doing. I mean, it's still tracking. I can show you what's going on here. All right, so there's that magical screen, and then we come down here. There we are. And by the way, it has nothing to do with streaming, okay? Nothing to do with that. It's actually related entirely to the remote connection software. It started doing some funky things after the computer was replaced, and I'm not sure what it is, but I'm waiting for their people to get back to me and tell me exactly what it might be. So that said, I hope you guys have a good night. I'm sorry for the false start, but thank you, Sally. It's very kind. Otto, thank you. Hope it is fixed soon. Lewis, how you doing? Lewis TA. These are the voyages of Captain Mark Dan. Yeah, okay. More like sub-engineer who hasn't, passed his qualifiers yet or something. I'm not sure. The Benson scope, Donald Kunzer asks, yeah, the Benson scope is there and it's beautiful, but it's been in the monsoon. So right now it's actually getting light rain out in Benson. But out here in the Sonoran, it's perfectly clear. And that's something that I would just love to, we lost it again. I'd love to see what happens, Benson is a really good location, but the unfortunate truth is that Benson is also subject to some of this weather, and I don't like it, but I have no choice. So, okay. Well, guys, I will see you later. I'm gonna close down, try some more tests that are gonna take me on and offline quite a lot, so I don't want to do that to you. But hey, Lubo, he joined us just in time for us to stop because our Sonoran telescope has got some issues, but we'll get there. Anyway, you guys have a good night, and we'll talk soon. All right. I gotta go back and fix this. I'm gonna fix this. All right. So we'll see you guys later. Bye bye.
Stars so bright in the sky, on Arizona nights they fly. Nebulae in colors rare, galaxies beyond compare. Sky tour in the night so clear, brings the universe near. Real-time wonders to see, streaming live for you and me. Lift your eyes to the skies, universe in all its light. Sky tours bringing the views. Every night feels brand new. In the dark, the night unfolds, stories of the cosmos told. Through the lens, a distant dream, living real like a gleam. Far away, up so high, across the stars beyond the skull. Through the lens, a distant dream, living real like a gleam. Lift your eye up so high, across the stars beyond the sky. Sky tour shows us the way. Lift your eyes to the skies, universe in all its light. Sky tours bringing the view.